To use one-click betting in API software, you would normally look at something like this. This is what's called a grid interface. The first thing that you would need to do to set up your API one-click betting would be that you would have to tell the software what your default back and also your default lay stakes may be. In this example, we're just using £2. We can, of course, change that at any time by clicking on these buttons here. We can change the stake to £5, £10, but for the purposes of this demonstration, we'll just reset that back to £2. So what that means is every time that we click on any of these blue buttons in the software, we are immediately going to fire a bet into Betfair at that price for that predetermined stake. So to prove that point, we'll just back this horse here, Maverick, for £2 at 5.8. We click the button. It actually moved to 5.9 just as we were placing the bet, but down here you can see there's our bet ref in Betfair, the selection Maverick. We backed it for £2 at 5.9, giving us a profit of £9.80. You can also see that in this column over here. So should Maverick go on to win, we win £9.80. If it doesn't, we lose our £2. But hopefully you could see there, by just simply clicking on the button, I automatically put my bet into Betfair. I didn't have to change the stake. I didn't have to verify. I just automatically laid it. What we'll also do now is we'll just place a lay bet on the same horse, just so at 6, just to get our £2 back, should the horse not go on and win the race. To do that again, we just hover over the top of the price that we're interested in, press the button, and there we go. We've now laid it back at the same price as we backed it, taking our profit down to 0. We'll just pull that up a bit there so you can see with one click of a mouse button, I've now laid Maverick for £2 at the same price as I backed it before, 5.9, nullifying the £9.80 and taking me back to 0. One thing I would say is that if you are going to use this one-click betting software and you are fairly new to API software, a good opportunity or a good idea is to always use the verify bets option. I've just ticked that box there now just to show you that this time when I come to back Maverick and it's hovering around 5.5, 5.6 and I click to back Maverick, it pops up for me a little verification screen. It also tells me my what if position over here as well. So now I can decide whether I want to continue and submit the bet, or I can simply exit and it takes me out. The difference between having the verify bets enabled and not enabled, it's just when you're first using the software, it may save you some money if you accidentally click on any of these boxes, because I'm sure you wouldn't want to be laying horses at bigger prices, and certainly you wouldn't want to be randomly clicking in this section. So any one-click API software, just be careful, because everything in here is live, and if you have the verify bets unticked, then as soon as you click that box, your bet is going to be submitted to Betfair, matched, and that's it, you're involved in that market.